Apple is grabbing headlines today, and it's not just because of the usual product buzz. The tech giant is in the spotlight thanks to potential tariff-induced price hikes and some political maneuvering aimed squarely at its operations. Are we seeing iTariff gate? Maybe not quite, but the discussion is definitely juicy for investors and industry watchers alike. Let's start with the first piece of news: the potential iPhone price hike due to tariffs being tossed around like confetti by the Trump administration. Samik Chatterjee from JP Morgan believes Apple is well-positioned to handle this cost shock, despite threats of a 25% tariff on iPhones made abroad. Now, if you think a 25% price spike sounds like enough to make Tim Cook's coffee fly halfway across the boardroom, hold on. All smartphone manufacturers could be affected, which means even the competition splits are being fried in the same vat of tariff oil. Thanks to the strength of its brand and rock-solid customer loyalty, Apple is seemingly better cushioned, relatively speaking, compared to other brands. Chatterjee's calculations indicate that even if tariffs lead to a $50 increase per iPhone, this wouldn't be the end of an era. It's a tricky maneuver to shift the manufacturing back onshore to the US, given that it would likely jack up costs, about a 30% increase in input costs. But wait, we have a plot twist. According to Ming-Chi Kuo from TF Securities, President Trump's targeting of Apple is a strategic play for maximum exposure and political clout. We're talking big-time chess strategy here, folks. By pressuring a hallmark of capitalist glitz like Apple, Trump ensures he's grabbing the spotlight. The famed Made in America narrative is catnip for headlines and delivers political currency on a gold platter. This is essentially political stratego, with Trump seemingly having nothing to lose and everything to gain from the tension. Kuo suggests that Apple is unlikely to lash out in public. They're more likely backstage diplomats, avoiding frontal confrontations. Whether Apple opts to swerve with a shuffle of cables or negotiate a tariff truce, there's benefit for Trump. If Apple does relocate iPhone assembly to the US, it's banner day stuff. If not, well, the tariffs are Trump's leverage trotters. The markets, of course, have reacted like they've had a strong espresso. Apple stocks tripped down by about 3.02% during the day's feast of information, but shook off some of the sound and fury by perking up 0.30% in after-hours trading. It's the financial equivalent of a cliffhanger ending, keeping investors not just watching, but blinking back amazement. When you stitch together all these threads, it feels like Apple's navigating a whirlwind of business acumen, diplomatic patience, and a touch of political charades. Whether you'd call it top-tier Apple agility or just another day at the tech policy interface, one thing's for sure, Apple is once again the talk of the tech-savvy town. Thanks for watching to the end. Remember, this is just one story from our full daily show, which includes all the other news and an analysis of the day's tech market activity. If you found this video interesting or insightful, then please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support is greatly appreciated. Catch you later.